They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pressure coming. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
Those play-action passes take a little bit longer to develop, right? Because you still have the fake, and then the quarterback turns his back to the defense, has to reset. You got to protect him a little bit better than that, or the fake's got to be a lot better.
The Illini just added to its workload after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Beats it, fires complete. Breaks the tackle. And he delivers the stiff arm for a solid pickup on the play.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggone thing.
The Fighting Illini needs to get it to the county line for a 1st down. Release to the back. Finds his man. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. So on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. Got it in the middle, it's Dixon. Wide open spaces. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the 1st down.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a cheap-shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
That is one when they watch film next week that receiver is going to wish he had back. That quarterback had all day to throw the football. That was basically 7-on-7. There was no one near the QB. Receiver's got to make the catch.
Keeping it on the ground with the running back. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Illini.
They did a really good job of setting the tone and stringing that drive together. It was a long drive. They needed to convert some specific spots. They did it, and here's how they ended it, with physicality. Punch him in the mouth, opening this game with a statement, and they got the early lead.
He's got it in the end zone. 2-point conversion is good. The lead is 8. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll run it to the right side. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came strong.
Oh, he's got some space. It's a seam wide open. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
You talk about creating big plays in the running game like this. This makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big gain for the offense.
Wow, what an impressive-looking run. You think back to some of the greatest rushing offenses in the SEC in recent years. Remember that offense that had...
He'll off one deep down the left side. Snags it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas!
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
Go for two to try to tie it up right now. Scanning the field, it's Green. He makes the grab for the two, and we are tied at 8. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the finisher coming courtesy of that touchdown toss from 45 yards out. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll call for the fair catch here. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. It's complete to the left. He's loose. He's inside the 40. He's at the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Illini.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. These running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now through this defense moving forward.
Into the end zone for the 2, and they push that lead out to 8. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Looking for blocking. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Looking downfield, it's Green. Got it behind the line. It's Washington. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back.
And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
How nice is it as a defense that you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Complete to the left. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
That's a really nice looking throw, and I'll tell you, he fits in great with this offense because there's been this philosophical shift recently in the SEC offensively. It used to be you had to run the football. High formation, 3 yards in a cloud of dust if you wanted to win. But today, though, you have got to be able to throw if you're going to win. Think about all the great offensive play callers now in the SEC, all the Heisman Trophy winners that have played recently at the QB position. You got to do it through the air, and this guy in Arkansas gives them a chance.
Looking to throw on first down. Looking deep. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Razorbacks!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The snap sets up to throw. He's got the tight end. He is stopped short, and this defense holds on to this slim 2-point lead. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to pass. It's Altmaier. Shoots it to the left. Rolls it in. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
They just find ways to find the big fellas. Those big tight ends are huge targets for the quarterbacks. The throws are usually in between the numbers. That makes it pretty easy. Usually sure-handed guys like that just come across the field and make plays for them.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
It's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. A little screen to the running back. They got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
The Fighting Illini with mere inches to gain on 3rd down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on 3rd down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's 3rd and long or 3rd and inch, you just have to go execute, and they do it.
Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult.
There he goes. He's at the and he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Illinois. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And the capper coming on that 48-yard touchdown dart. So the kickoff team will come out after they turned in a score on that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Green. Throws to the wideout. And that one's incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll give it to the back. Got a little space. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. 3rd down play from the gun. Complete downfield. And they pick up the first down in what might be the last play here in the first quarter. down here as they go back to work. Wants to go up top on first down. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
And the defense makes a play, finally. This is a lot of offense early in this football game, a lot of scoring. Need more of this from the defense. Getting to the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, and then when you get him down, you get him behind the sticks. Good things happen for your defense.
Just keeps moving. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. The Razorbacks are in the hurry-up.
Man, that's so frustrating. It happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. It's 1st and 5. To the air, it's Green. Bringing the heat. And he's all bottled up, and now it's lost. The ball's loose. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster?
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's picked off at the goal line. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed something to happen to go their way to kind of mess this guy's rhythm up. That might be the start of it.
Illinois could try to take a shot here on 2nd and inches. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
This is an offense that prides themselves on being physical, so you need 1 yard, just hand it off to your back and let him go to work.
Backed up at their own 13-yard line, it's 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown on this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
So now it's 2nd and long. Caught in the backfield, it's Dixon. And he's able to bounce off 1 tackle for a solid pickup.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
Illinois now staring at a 3rd and short. To the air, it's Altmaier. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. It'll be a 1st down as he gets it to the 24-yard line.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many 1st downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
Illinois putting together a really nice drive. They'll run the counter. To running room. There he goes. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for a quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Touchdown, fighting Illini, and they take it in for 6 more points.
And they pay off the drive with a touchdown run, but what a drive. Almost the full length of the field, 98 yards. That's how you put a drive together when you're backed up on your own 2-yard line and get 6.
He's got it. Two-point try is good as they build on this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wide receiver comes in motion. Little touch pass to the receiver. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Razorbacks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Dropping back, it's Green. Here's the Heat. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep the...
He lobs one high down the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in third and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot...
Lets it fly deep downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early, and he's in firm control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives. They've scored 2 touchdowns. And here on their third possession, he still wants...
A shot toward the end zone. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Pedal to the metal right now for this offense. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Here on their third possession, they're still taking shots way down the field, and why not? Give the defense credit finally. Something good happens for them to get the incompletion, but if I'm this quarterback, I'm still throwing it.
Going up top again. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning.
I'll tell you something. In college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute ball.
Looking to throw on first down. Sends it downfield. Falls in the deep ball. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, this offense told us coming in, they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And they're already in the second quarter. They've got over 200 yards thrown.
That's the type of explosive play you love to start a drive with. First down from the 42. Back to throw, it's Altmaier. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play.
Yeah, I think that's nice discipline by this defense. Doing a good job playing inside out, using the sideline to their advantage, kind of stringing it out, not giving up yards. This is a really good job by the defense, playing fast and playing smart.
Under fire. He took a hit as he couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
Oh, and you'd love to have that play back if you're that defender. Third down, and you almost pick that off. That's a catch you need to make. If he catches that, that might be pick 6.
Perhaps emboldened by converting a fourth down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time. Throws for the tight end. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
Tell you what, coaches catch heat a lot nowadays, especially on social media. I expect him to catch a lot of heat. Fourth down, long.
And it's picked off for the third time today. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
timing has to be so good. You're throwing at his own defense over the middle of the field. Ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late.
Got room on the return. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to them in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Dropping back, it's Altmaier. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Finds his man. It's Arkin. At the 20, he's got space. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half of the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
To the single back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Grab behind the line. It's Arkin. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Using his feet to buy time. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown Illini.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They scored again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead. A 69-yard touchdown drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Fair catch, called for and made. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. From the gun, give on the inside. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Hits him inside the 20, still going. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. He'll line it up from 34 yards out. No good. Hoping to cut into that lead, and they did not. Lead is huge. And that'll do it here in the second quarter. Halftime has arrived, and we head to the studio. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Green. Pocket breaking down. Kept it, he's past the marker. And he picked up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just...
Looking deep down the right side. Makes the catch. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas.
A lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. And you can see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
From the gun, he'll try to throw. Might be looking to run. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they draw a little closer. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Returner will field it and try to do some business. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Looking downfield on first down. The sure hands. It's Clement. Turning it on. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking it.
Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. Illinois right back to the line. Give to the running back. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. Ready to fire from the pistol. Single back formation, and they give it to him. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. There is nothing to gain by kicking it away in this area of the field, around midfield, going for it the wise move. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Illinois moving it quickly down the field. Running it to the right. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. The inside handoff. Shows him the stiff arm. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Back to throw, it's Altmaier. Caught over the middle, it's Dixon. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
Well, they execute the in route. Now, how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Illinois coming out with a 1st and 10. To the air on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. handles it and fires to the left. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. You can work your way down the field with these wide receiver screens, but also look for the opportunity to turn them into chunk plays later.
No doubt, you throw it quickly. You get it to him now. DB comes up, has to make a tackle. Now you fake it maybe a little bit later on. So these plays...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
Maybe that stop shows this defense is tightening up, especially in the run game. The offense, frankly, they've been able to do whatever they want to do. They're just handing the ball off. This guy's having success left and right. No sir, no mas, get it together.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
Looking to the end zone. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
And look at the quarterback, look at the players on offense. They're over looking at the sidelines, begging to stay on the field and try and score this touchdown. They've been on the field for so many plays, for so long. When you've done all that work, you want to capitalize and you want to score a touchdown. You don't want to be kicking a field goal at this point.
Looking to throw, it's Altmaier. Touchdown, Illinois! And the beatdown has ensued.
And I like the decision to go for it. And I think a lot of people probably thinking this close to the goal line, 4th and goal, they're going to power it in. Nice job. They had this play ready. They go with the pass. Nice throw, nice catch. Huge job and huge execution on 4th down.
They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They haven't had a whole lot of production nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far, and if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. They're working that left side. All the way down to the 25-yard line, they move the sticks. It's first down. The Razorbacks in the hurry-up.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Outside the pocket, lets it go. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And you're seeing pressure on this quarterback over and over again. They've already been able to get to him a few times. That's a big reason why this defense right now, they've got a big lead on the scoreboard.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Buying some time. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
Here's the pressure. Cannot get away. It is a huge sack, and I can't imagine what he was thinking on that play. Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Great play by the defense there. Listen, they got to do more of this. Running backs obviously had a lot of success. They got to continue to stop this run game, be physical, and not let this guy beat him.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Altmaier. Quickly complete. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. Wants to throw on first down. Dances away to buy time. Makes the grab. It's Clement. Oh, a lot of space. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
There are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter, but when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Second down as we open the final stanza. Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Fighting Illini with a second down play here to open the final period. Back to pass. Quickly complete. And he's finally ushered out of bounds, but not before. He makes a good gain. Illinois looking to pay things off on first and goal. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Gets the back moving. Snap to the back. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Fighting Illini.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
To the air, it's Altmaier. He makes the grab in the end zone for the two-point conversion. I don't think it would have killed him to kick it there. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. First play of the drive wants to throw. They're setting up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Yeah, those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Wants to go up top. That's caught. It's Jones. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. On third and long. Try to convert through the air. Hauls it in. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
And they're featuring this guy all day long. Now he's over 150 yards. Great job by the offense. This is a matchup I'm going to take advantage. He's taking advantage of it all game long.
And the Razorbacks will have it first and 10. He's got it on the right. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you.
And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this defense.
Got his man. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive regardless of what the score is, regardless of how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there. A similar situation with a lead like this, they'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle from us.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Illinois lining up quickly. On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Touchdown, Illini! Fitted in the window for the score.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
2-point conversion attempt is on the way. Looking to throw, it's Altmaier. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they tack on a little more to this big lead. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Russell. Out across the 30 mark. Down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Rolling right and going deep. Got his man downfield. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. One big play can really flip the script of a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just outside the 30. Might be changing the route. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Got it! I'm sorry you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift. A late touchdown.
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
Looking to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here's the return from inside his 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Dropping back, it's Altmaier. Rushes on him. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
The Illini just added to its workload after that last play at 2nd and long. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And this offense has had a great day, and they've put some big plays together. But the last 2 plays, man, getting a little complacent. They got to protect their quarterback. That's back-to-back sacks. The offensive line has to do a better job.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You wonder about that play call on 3rd and long, maybe just trying to get themselves a little bit more real estate, but it didn't fool the defense. They create another negative play now deep in the opponent's territory. The defense has just been dominant on this drive.
They'll immediately call timeout. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got an open man. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. You always hear run the route deep enough to get the 1st down, but if you don't, you better fight your way there, and he did.
Yeah, nice job. Hey, listen, catch the football, understand 4th and short, the situation, and then go get that 1st down. Don't dilly-dally. Don't try to make a home run play. Get past the sticks. Nice job of understanding that situation. And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Dixon. Turning on the Jets. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo booster.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Looking downfield, it's Altmaier. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Makes the grab on the big throw. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the Oak.
Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. Caught in the backfield. It's Jones. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Back to pass on 2nd down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in, you could tell. They were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
3rd down conversion's always a huge stat. They've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. And they almost had another one. Rare is the occasion when you're happy to see 4th down, but it's better than throwing another pick. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. On a little time, lets it go. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. They'll try to get it in with the run.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Third and goal is where offensive coordinators earn their keep. He'll keep it on the sneak. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
Now he's going to break the pocket. Into the end zone for the two-point conversion as they extend the lead. The kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. Just one of those mistakes that can happen as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made and the coach will take the penalty. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Looking for a man. It's Green. Here's a throw downfield late. They fought to the bitter end, and the final incompletion puts a wrap on it. Scoreboard operator got a workout in this one. Fun game for us to watch, but they can't come up with the W.
Yeah, and it's a team game, right? The offense did their job, and now defense will have to find a way in the future to make better plays, get stops, and stop them scoring so many points, especially when your offense does their job.
And we see a lot of games like this in college football when both offenses are just trading blows back and forth, and it just comes down to which defense can get a stop. And unfortunately for the losing team, they just were not able to get it done.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.